So we're going to be breaking down the series finale of Snowfall, amongst other things. But before we do that, let's go ahead and introduce the group. We got the full cast in the building today. First up, the first lady of the B.R.E.A.K.S Radio, Miss Mary Almonte, is in the building.
What
Big
up, what
style.
up?
We also got the great one, Baylor The Great, in the building as well.
How to survive in South Central.
Not by the end of the Snowfall, but we'll get into that. We also got the rare wine connoisseur himself, Marquis, in the building.
You just called me with that one. Very good. Very well played, sir.
And we're going to get into everything today, man. You guys have found yourself on the number one spot for everything for the culture, but let's get into the crap. First up, before I know this is not technically on the docket, but Bailey did put it in the group chat. I do want to talk about it a little bit. Johnathan Majors. There's some shit going on with Johnathan Majors. Mary, I know I usually come to you first on topics. This isn't the easiest softball to throw up to somebody, but how do you feel about what everything kind of Johnathan Majors, who really kind of started this year off as a high, the new main villain in a Marvel movie, amazing role in Creed 3, and it's slowly but surely all come crashing to a halt. How you feeling about what's going on with Johnathan Majors right now?
I really wanted it to not be true.
Yeah.
And so when it first happened, you know, it was a report of him getting into a dispute with his girlfriend. And, you know, Black Twitter was saying that, you know, this is what the white girls do. And a Black woman would not have done such a thing. And, you know, so this is what he gets for messing with the white girls. And I kind of was thinking it was going to go away, right? Like his attorney was like, yes, this is all, even his management team was like, all charges will be dropped. And then time went on and we did not hear of charges dropped, but instead now more victims are coming forth. And even people who work in the industry who've worked with him say that he is not the most nice person to work with. So I I'm low-key devastated. I was a fan. And listen, I don't even want to say was, because I still am a fan of what he's done, right? Let's not cancel people's accomplishments because they make poor decisions in their personal life. But to what you just alluded to, it really felt like his star was just rising. And I mean, for that little 2-week time period where Creed 3 was on top, and then I think, or was it the other way around? It was Ant-Man
first, then Creed
first,
3
and then whatever it was, I think he kind of broke some kind of record where it was like he was in both of the chart-topping films of that week or two. It really felt like he was really, really about to be out of here. And not for nothing, it felt like his career's been a slow burn, right? Like you kind of always saw him as the quiet but impressionable or left a lasting impression character, you know, and it really felt like he was finally getting his flowers. And it's unfortunate that this happened. But so yeah, sucks. I didn't want it to be true. It's kind of seeming like where there's smoke, there's fire, and there's a whole lot of smoke here. So kind of hard to think that there's no validity to any of this. And yeah, I mean, you can't go around being a shitty person and beating women and whatever the else he was doing and kind of think you're gonna just get away with it. So
Yeah, that's a fact. And it did very much seem like not only his team, but when you said, when it initially came out, it was like, oh well, he'll be vindicated. We have proof. Even the woman was gonna take back her statement, all that stuff, and it didn't go away, and it got quiet a little bit. Then it came back up, and now we get to the point to where it's at now, where multiple people are coming out, and that's kind of the part of the course when these things happen now in the public eye. Everybody starts coming out the woodworks. And unfortunately, hey, we've talked about this before. That little dark area of Hollywood that used to kind of stay dark, it's once the light shined on it, everybody comes out. Baylor, how you feeling about what's going on with Johnathan Majors right now, brother?
That nigga got a Brandon Roy career going on. It's about to end that fast. Phenomenal talent.
Lonzo Ball type career? Is that what
he played for the Bulls, man. I don't know what y'all doing with him over there.
Look, we not. His knees not doing it, but keep it going. Keep it going.
Yeah, no, it's a sad thing because it's I mean, I looked at it like he was supposed to be the next one. So it is kind of the rest of these allegations coming out of of nowhere. That sound kind of crazy, but if it's true, yeah, they not playing with you in this era. This is the wrong era to be caught with some just allegations in general.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because even if everything is proven that he's innocent, that's still attached to his legacy.
Yeah, that's fact. And Marquis, before we throw it to you, so just in this time, he's been dropped by his management team. His publicist has dropped him. He's been dropped from several movies, including a movie that I was actually excited to see him in, and he was going to be playing Dennis Rodman and Dennis Rodman's notorious Las Vegas trip. Right now, he's still supposed to be in Loki season 2. He's working on a movie with Spike Lee that he's not been dropped for yet. I expect Spike Lee to maybe try to be the last holdout there because we know what Spike Lee means to the culture. Brand deals from the Texas Rangers, everything have been removed from him. Where are you sitting at right now with everything, Marquis?
I mean, I think it's quite fitting that his last 3 roles, he's playing the villain. There's nothing else to add to it.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey, listen, that's a very good point. Marquis alluding to maybe he was tapping into something more real than what we realized when he was doing those villain roles, which that's crazy. That's crazy.
Do you think because of how today's world is that, you know, these before they start interviewing or inviting these actors and actresses to these auditions to do like a thorough background check?
I mean, I think they do. I just don't think that things like this will come out. Like
Or do you think they don't care? And we're gonna milk them until, you know, because look at how many projects he's been removed from.
Yeah. I mean,
important and like important characters in storylines that, I mean, don't get me wrong, we are see it here and forget it later on type of people now. So he can be replaced, but it's like we was kind of rooting for him, you know?
Yeah. And Hollywood loves a good redemption story. So, I mean, it's not going to happen immediately, but, you know, whatever happens ends up, you know, what happens with the trial. I think he's supposed to go before a grand jury. I think it's in May, I believe, early May, if I'm not mistaken there. So we'll see.
So really quick, someone just posted something here. I've got a daughter. If I hear and find out someone does something like that to her, you're going to seriously regret it. That is an interesting take on it, though. Those with daughters, how do they feel about that? Like, but the one thing we as Black people know not to do is fight in front of white people, but also
unless you're Will Smith.
Well, Willard Smith. The problem with that is, again, how far do you think we're gonna go? Aren't we looking to progress? And dude, like, I think maybe you say he's gonna be like, he's probably on suicide watch, but you know what you've done. Like,
yeah,
come on, man. And if in his circle, it comes down to his circle too. If this is who his MO, people should have been there. Like, all right, man, we gotta get this shit together. We gotta, you know, protect people, protect the women first, but 2, rehab or whatever it is, something needs to happen, because whatever his past is, whatever got him to what he's doing, what, you know, he's been getting away with, it needs to be checked. So let's check on his mental well-being. But
yeah, for sure.
Go from there.
For sure.
And I don't mind fighting in front of white people. As a matter of fact, white people, if y'all see me fighting and I'm losing, bitch, you better help. You better come help me. It's part of my reparation.
Pray for the bear.
Well, okay, we are moving right along from one case to another. This Young Thug YSL case has gotten even crazier. The attorney is facing charges of assaulting a police officer because they were going to have their bag searched, tossed the phone, they end up hitting the police officer and tossing a phone. And during a routine search of his bag, they discovered a bottle of prescription medication, and he was arrested immediately. Now, outside of just the showcase around this, Young Thug is never getting out. And I just want to make sure that everybody realizes this. Let's just be real and honest here. Like, I'm sorry, I hate to say it. I don't know what that makes me, but I just want to make sure that everybody is under the understanding we're all on the same page that Young Thug is never getting out. But hey, whatever. Marquis, I'll come to you first on this. So you hear about this update of what's going on with this YSL case and their attorney that's, I think he's managing to leak like a couple of the people in the RICO case. What do you think of Marquis?
This is the first time I'm hearing about it, but god damn,
Wow.
bro. When your lawyer gangster, he gangster. So they got him with prescription pills, but I mean, what were the pills?
They haven't released that,
They
of
released it?
course.
Okay,
So.
but I mean, the prescription pills, were they his pills?
They said they were his. So
okay, so then that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
He gangster.
Baylor, what you thinking?
Yeah. Once I found out that they got their lawyer offer up, I was like, this ain't gonna go good, man. Come on, man. Y'all trying to sneak stuff in? Wait, at this not even a.
Mary's apparently in the new Evil Dead movie because I don't know what's going on with her camera, but she's going through some shit over there.
Yo, that movie. You know what?
Keep it going,
Baylor. Yo, you better go get Tyreek's lawyer, my nigga, because it's every time they go viral, something stupid.
Bro, every single time. This
is nothing professional about. It's not, dog. Yeah, I'm all right. Whatever.
You can't be a professional criminal and stupid. That's the way that I look at it. You can be a criminal, but be a smart criminal. You can't be a criminal and be an idiot. Like, it's just those two things don't match. Mary, what are you feeling?
I think that this case just gets more and more ridiculous. And again, someone else that I was actually a fan of and, in the beginning didn't want any of this to be true and was just thinking, oh man, they're trying to like throw the book at him and make an example out of him. And now the foolery continues when you know that you're being watched.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, didn't just today more came out where it was like someone else that was like tied to his case was still smuggling in prescription drugs? Like, what on earth is going on?
You know, all eyes are on you right now. They got 56 charges against them. If you can't act right in a time like this, just tell them to send you to jail. Let's just get it over with. Just go to jail.
Hey, once I find out my lawyer got in trouble, hey, judge, just lock me up, bro. I get it. Don't get me.
Like, stop wasting taxpayer dollars, all that. Just go to jail. Just go. Let's just go.
I can't. Not you saying stop wasting taxpayer dollars like people care about that.
Well, yeah, I know we don't care.
Yeah, they out here killing cheerleaders, man. Y'all need to.
But not for nothing, he's got so much money that maybe he should just replace the taxpayer dollars for whatever fees.
He ain't gonna need it because he's not getting out. So go ahead.
I know.
It's over with.
Crazy.
It's done, man. Like, I just can't believe the tomfoolery around this whole case. Like, this is literally something that you would see in like a Wayans brother parody. It's what's happening right now with this. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So agreed.
Oh man. All right, let's get out of the bad news into something more positive. I guess this may be looked at as positive. Post Malone has broke the record for most diamond songs in history. Now, there are some Post Malone songs I absolutely hate. I mean, love. There are some that I absolutely hate. There's some where I'm kind of mid on, but you got to acknowledge what he's been able to accomplish. To have the most diamond songs in history, and the fact that his career hasn't really been that long relatively as well so far. I mean, he has way longer ahead of him still too, but like, what as historians of music, which I think we all are on this show, Baylor, I'll come to you first on this one. How do you feel about Post Malone breaking that record of most diamond songs in history?
I don't care, and it looked like he stink. But I mean, congratulations.
He's cleaned it up literally some in the last couple of years. He's gotten better in the last. Like, before, it literally looked like he just was walking around dumpster juice. But now he's gotten a little bit better. Yeah. But keep it going. I'm sorry.
I'm not. Congratulations, brother. White Iverson. I'll see you.
Oh man, we haven't been at the top of our game like this in a minute. This episode is going down in history books. Mary, how you feeling about Post Malone and his most recent accomplishment?
I mean, like, I like Posty. I will. I do agree with Baylor that he definitely has historically appeared homeless. But I do always enjoy his music, and like, I don't want to, but I always end up finding like his songs in my head. I think that he actually is also just an all around cool dude. Like he like can rock out in all environments. Honestly, I mean, he was just with Bad Bunny, so hey, but yeah, it's cute. I mean, I feel like he changed it up a little bit.
I like his Dorito
So
commercials too.
Marquis, coming to you on this one, brother.
I'll applaud that. As we all are aware, if everything was fair, would Michael Jackson or the Beatles have more diamond singles? Well, we obviously know that.
Yeah.
So it's just a sign of the time. And the fact that he surpassed Beyonce, Drake, just means he has a lot more crossover, more pop appeal and everything like that. But I would dare say if the Beatles were able to stream this generation, Michael Jackson, and to be a different conversation. But kudos to him. He does have some good songs, and Mary put me up on him.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's relatively, like, his career started in 2011. Like, we're 12 years into Post Malone's career, and he's only 27 years old. Like,
not Karl Malone though.
did I say Karl Malone?
No. It's
It's in the comments. Eads Instruments.
I always thought his name was inspired by Karl. That's hilarious. First of all, that's funny.
It's not Karl Malone in the Post Malone, right? Isn't it?
Hey, listen, if maybe, who knows? But all right, let's get like no music this week. We're not getting into that because I figure we about to dive into the Snowfall finale. Listen.
Wait. I do have some rock music.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Black people like rock too. I've been so excited to get into you. You've even added it in the topic list. Look at you. Look at you. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, bro. Black people like rock too. Go ahead, take it away.
So, Eads Instruments. I'm about to find out for you. No, I'm serious. We're gonna find out for you. So Metallica dropped a new album. It feels like diet metal. I don't know what else to say about that. Yeah, it's like a love letter to, I don't know, whatever it is. Foo Fighters has a new album coming out in June, so that's pretty exciting. And Staind has released their first song in 12 years, Lowest in Me. If you're not familiar with Staind, they sang that song. It's been a while. Yeah, so that's what's going on. And I'll update these things because Black people do love rock.
We do. Well. And in the sense of that, let me throw in the topic of this. Did you guys see Blink 182 Coachella set?
No.
Yes.
Oh my God, bro. Like, it took me back to my childhood. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was sitting there watching that. I was watching that just like I was tuned into the Snowfall finale. I could not put my eyes away from it. Shout out to Blink for 182 for that set. Go ahead, Mary.
Can we just take a second to shout out the Coachella performances? Yeah. They've been actually really dope. And I mean, obviously, I've been just watching via the live stream, but they've been amazing. And the live stream actually has been a good idea.
Yeah, really good idea. It kind of allows things that we've heard about, right? And maybe saw clips of for us to see the full thing of. And Frank Ocean said as well, I'm not even a Frank Ocean fan.
Yeah, but boo to him that he's not coming back this weekend.
Yeah, that's true.
Is he shitting us or what?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Cal Uchis did a great job, by the way.
Agreed.
She's like one of my faves anyway, and she brought out Tyler, and I don't know. I really enjoyed her set. And there was a lot of hip hop. De La was there with the Gorillas.
Yep. Earth Gang. They had a pretty solid set too as well. Really good. Yeah. Marquis, I'm really surprised after we get off this, you got to go watch that Blink 182 Coachella set, bro. It was amazing.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
So, I will. Been behind on a few things. So, to answer that question, Post Malone's real name is Austin Richard Post. He adopted the name Post Malone when he was a teenager, but originally his name is not his entire blah, 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 blah. But everybody said because he used to post so much online, and his favorite player was Karl Malone. So.
Wow, so you weren't far off.
You weren't that far off. That's crazy. That's why.
Oh, Danny Elfman was playing too? Oh, yeah. Shout out to me. I'm sorry. Yes.
Shout out to Marquis for coming through with the details mid live stream. Appreciate that.
Not shout out to me.
Danny Elfman was playing at Coachella? Oh, last year. Okay.
Okay.
But
all right, let's get into the main event for today. Snowfall series finale went down. And I'm gonna tell you guys, I was talking to Baylor about it before. I've watched it 3 times. That's how many I've watched it 3. I couldn't I was peeled in. It was. You know what? I'll let you guys take it away, Mary. You know I like to come to you first on TV. How are you feeling about the Snowfall series finale?
All the feels, right? I mean, we knew it wasn't going to be a happy ending. Yeah. We knew that. I have to personally say that the 2 people that it was really important to me that they got away did, and that was Leon and Oso.
Yep.
I got to tell you, when they showed Oso in the last episode, I was like, oh damn, don't tell me he's gonna do something stupid like come back. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I was really like, we should never see Oso again, and I would be very happy just knowing he got away. Yeah. But it was dope because it was closure, right? It was like he got away and he got to hear a message saying that his girl still loved him. So, you know, it was cool to see that he kind of had the best possible outcome he could have, right? But I think the moral of the story is nobody had a really happy ending. I mean, honestly. I mean, even Leon, right? Like, listen, super happy that Leon got away, but it breaks your heart when your best friend, damn near family, ended up like that. I mean, you know, so I don't know. Damson deserves all of the awards. Yeah. He really, really does. And just when you thought he had no more range and versatility, he really, he went the whole gamut, right? And like, he played a fiend / alcoholic / damn near crackhead in desperation so well. Like, you literally felt his pain. You felt the buildup. There were some moments there. First of all, I mean, I know I'm all over the place, but I think I always am. First of all, him finding Peaches. I mean, we always knew, I think on the show, we always predicted that Peaches was gonna turn back up, but damn, in that moment, I swear, you felt like Franklin wondering if he got shot. Like, he literally,
that moment, you know what I mean? It was crazy.
That was crazy. I was really like the moment when he shot Miguel, you know, the dude, the locksmith, it would have successfully broken him into that thing, you know, uneventful if it wasn't for the other crackhead coming back. And when he shot him, you kind of realized that Franklin really became a full-fledged animal, honestly, like that desperation. And then even the moment when he opened the safe and you didn't see what was in it, and you just really saw him go through all the emotions, seeing that little bit of money that was left in there. That was like acting gold, honestly. So yes. And then Sissy. So I think we did touch upon this last week. I'm not sure. But I am one of the people, and this is, I guess, the Sopranos element for us, right? Like for Snowfall, because it's a debate on if Sissy really shot Teddy in premeditated fashion or if she was acting off of raw emotion. I think that she did it intentionally.
I think that conversation with Leon says that she did it intentionally.
Yeah.
I think that,
right. I think so too. I think that she went there when she had said to Franklin, "You're never going to see me again. You cool with that?" And he said, "Yeah." That was her plan, you know? I think that it is crazy that Franklin really believed that in 10 more seconds, he was going to get that money and that was going to be his happily ever after. Cause come on, like she did that and saved him. And it's just fucking crazy that he had a chance to start a whole new life. And instead he kind of chose to give up. And in the end, he literally became his father.
Yeah.
It was like a full circle ending. Like he literally became his dad. And you know, if you recall in the beginning, and I feel like at one point I'm going to probably have to go back and rewatch from season 1. His dad, though he was homeless and an alkie, felt free and had said that. And that was kind of Franklin's closing words. You know what I mean? Even though like he was an alcoholic and homeless, he was no longer running from the CIA or working with them. He was no longer a slave to the lifestyle he was living. I don't know. But it did break my heart to see him like that, for sure. It also broke my heart that Sissy never said anything to him. Like, and maybe it's the mom in me, but like, I couldn't imagine like just watching my son and saying nothing, and then just, like, and don't get me wrong, he definitely gave every indication that he was still on the bullshit, right? He shows up there and he's like, how you doing, ma? So you're gonna let me sign over the house? Like, that would have been annoying. But I do think that she should have been like, look at your ass, like, this is why I did what I did. And he kind of didn't have that closure from his mother. And I don't know, I do think that does stuff to people too. And then I think the last thing I need to touch on is V. So she was not the sinister character, I guess, that Baylor and I
I still don't trust.
Kind of in a way.
speculated her to be.
Kind of in a way.
I still don't trust.
Listen, I still don't believe her ass was ever really pregnant, but we ain't gonna go there. However, like, damn, she cleaned him out and then dipped. But on the same token, he did not need to yoke her up. Like, that desperation over that money really turned him into someone that he didn't know he even was. And it pushed everybody away, including her, even though I kind of think she had a foot out the door anyway. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, so I'll conclude this by saying that one of the writers of the show happened to say that there were many different endings that they created, and this one felt the most authentic. And basically, you know, the intent was for Franklin to be one of those dudes that we all from the hood be seeing in front of like the liquor store or on the corner, who always has their stories of like back in their day, they were like doing the damn thing and nobody believes them because they're all dusty and broken down now. And, you know, it left you on a note of feeling like there's probably 100 Franklins in every hood.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
very well
but yeah,
put.
it wasn't the ending I wanted, but it was the ending we needed. I guess that's what it
Very
is.
well put. I think for me, I agree with everything you said. The only thing I wish would have, the ending for Louis, I just wish it was a more definite ending. Like that just like
Agreed.
it just like I just feel like another scene with her. Like her seeing her get away and kind of whatever, or even getting arrested. I just wanted kind of to lock that up a little bit more, but that was really the only one negative thing that I would have to say in anything with the finale.
Agreed. I agree. I mean, basically, that ending alluded to she was never free.
Yeah.
She was just running for the rest of her life. But my thing is also KGB dude was really a waste of a character, in my opinion. Like,
He really didn't do shit.
Yeah.
Didn't do shit. Huh?
He helped Oso.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
Well, not intentionally, but yeah, I guess.
Well, I mean, it kind of helped. Well, he was kind of important when it got to Teddy, because Teddy had somebody to worry about as well outside of Franklin.
True.
But even that scene, like when they had, like Teddy kind of bitched him. Like he showed up at his house, talked his shit, and like he never really got his get back on Teddy. And it kind of is what it is, man.
Yeah.
Baylor, your thoughts overall on the finale?
You know how many people today said they rathered him, you know, end up dying than to see this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that hit. That hit hard. And then I did like the Easter egg of you know, the whole little Boys in the Hood, being filmed and stuff like that, paying homage. I thought that was dope.
Mm-hmm.
But it was what I saw the pain through Leon, and it hurt him bad.
Yeah.
And then once his house got taken away, it was like, dang. I was telling Haize earlier that it's almost like this is the type of love we have for Kobe, because we've seen him grow up since he was 17 years old, and we watched him. And it was like we watched Franklin's whole career. And we often go back to I'll go back to the very beginning where he was just dropping off a package to like when he was on top of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then to see him there is like, you've probably passed so many Franklin Saints in your life and just didn't know it. And we hear them and we see them every day act up and blurt out stuff and talk to themselves. And it's like we saw them, all of them inside Franklin. In that scene, and I watched that scene, that last 5 minutes, 3 times. I'm like, man, that was pretty rough. Like people, I couldn't picture a perfect ending because to kill him, we expected that.
Yeah.
For him, let's just say he did take Leon's offer, got himself cleaned up. That's the Disney route. We don't even want that. So for them to come up with this, I didn't have a vision on how this was going to end. And for it to end like this, to have everybody emotional, is like, yeah, they did that. They did that.
Yeah, and Baylor, before we started recording, you were talking about the series finales of other shows, and like it's right up there with Breaking Bad. It's right up there with Sons of Anarchy. It's right up there with everything because it catches you, it hits you in a different way that you expected. Right? We all expected him to die. How many times did we speculate like, it has to end in death, and they literally found an ending worse than death. For Franklin.
Yeah,
because to think like he has to live permanently knowing that he was, and even alluded to in that conversation with Leon, right? Like I was just this close. Like he's always going to have that. If just these couple of things were broke for me, like crazy, man, crazy, Marquis.
Wait, sorry, Marquis, I just gotta say this. For them to bring in Peaches like
bro.
that,
and he's right there the whole time. What was it? 2 seasons where after Peaches disappeared,
he was gone. We stopped talking about him, and then I'm like, yo, he really wanted that $3 million from Leon, and he was like, you stole $5 million. He calculating all this up in his head.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, and then Peach, and we lose Peaches in the same. Come on, dog, y'all doing too much.
Can we talk for a second about Leon not giving him the bread? Because I actually disagreed with that decision. I kind of did see that from Franklin's perspective. He could have gave him $1 million. Like, come on.
But this is, I think he was upholding his, like he was standing with the mom.
But then yet you're spending the blood money though.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see that, but I think I don't know, and that's something that I did forget to touch on. Like at the end of this, and that conversation between Leon and Sissy when he went to go visit her, to me, that was Sissy saying Leon's the son that she wanted. Franklin's the son that she got. Leon was the son that she wanted. And that's powerful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because she showed him all the love that honestly, damn, could Franklin have gotten a little bit? Like, to say nothing to him at all? I don't know.
Yeah.
Do y'all think that in the spinoff it will address the other characters? You know, like we still got Scully out there. What about the other cats in the projects? You know what I mean?
I mean, it could go the Breaking Bad route, like right, like because for those that watch Better Call Saul after Breaking Bad, even though it happened before Breaking Bad, it filled in a lot of the story that we got touched on in Breaking Bad, or we heard parts of, and they really fleshed it out in there. It could be the reverse of that. We could start seeing we could hear. It could be something as simple as on the news. We could see Louis get caught on an episode, whatever the spinoff is going to be called, and they close that story that way. I do think we'll get a little bit of that. I think.
Okay. Because it's still a lot of like unanswered, Louis, how long is she gonna be running? The DEA is still on their ass after 2 years.
Yeah.
We'll also be able to see his family that's in North Carolina, because we know the feds is waiting on him to come back to get him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of unanswered questions.
Yeah. Keith, man, how'd the finale hit you, brother?
So I'm gonna tie in something real quick. That scene, and you're absolutely right. If you notice his reflection in the mirror or the glass where she's speaking to him, saying that it was a really good shot. Look at the scene where you see her face and there's a reflection, the reflection glass. Mm-hmm. He's right there facing her, and it's like intertwined. It was magic to me. Who did Franklin study under on this one? So there was, obviously he studied under Snoop Dogg to create this character. Who did he study for that character? That's interesting. Like, what type of acting class did he take to create?
That was Dub C.
Huh? Yeah, Dub C.
Dub C.
That was?
Yeah. No, but that was who was his like speech.
That was his acting coach.
But this particular character is completely different from Franklin Saint. You see what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
The crackhead version or the alcoholic, that was real. We know niggas like that.
Yeah.
Who did you mimic to bring this character out?
I mean, any hood, bro. Like
Yeah.
literally.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
it ain't hard to find them.
They were probably filming the show, and he probably saw a couple of people and went over and talked to them and bought them lunch and pulled out some mannerisms from them. I wouldn't be surprised at that.
I mean, listen, when he was still in pursuit of that money, he was like a crackhead, straight up and down.
Yeah.
That
Yes,
was his
fiend.
crack.
Mhm.
That was
Right.
his. Yeah.
It was. And I think that's a really good analogy that I didn't think about until you just said it. But yes, that was. And then at the end, he just was somebody's like drunk, broke uncle.
Yeah.
Don't you have a drunk, broke uncle that
Yeah.
Yeah.
you just
I
like,
don't know if he has a drunk
and you're
broke
like,
uncle. No, I got you. Let's not forget, he was the villain. We got sympathy for the devil right now.
But we saw his. Listen, everyone has a devil and an angel inside of them, right? I mean,
He was responsible for the crack epidemic.
or
Yeah.
was Teddy,
Both.
Both together.
or was RZA because he figured out how to make the crack. I mean, like,
I know. All I'm just saying. Just think about what we're saying. That's all. This shows you how irrelevant Louis is. They just left her there, like she's in some white people's stable, and
I feel like
he's looking for her.
she has to show up in this. I just can't imagine them ending her character
I
on
think
that
she gonna be in a spinoff.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm interested in the spinoff, and I never thought I'd say this.
To me, right now, they gotta show me something, because right now this was the perfect ending to the story. I don't know, like it almost feels like you're trying to milk it. They have to find an extremely unique angle to. And don't get me wrong, I'm gonna check it out. It's not like I'm not gonna say, oh, it's on. I'm just not gonna do anything or not check it out. But to keep me engaged, they have to find such a good angle, because to me, this story ended the way that it needed to end.
Yep.
Yeah.
A couple more things, really quick. That you're my best friend scene, that touched me.
Yeah.
That touched me. I was like, holy, that was a perfect bowl for me. I felt that on every level. I would like an alternate ending. It's an episode somewhere in the future, like they did with how Teddy met Franklin at the college when he was trying to and get him into the CIA. So I would love to see something like that, if that would just be a spinoff episode or something like that. But
You know what I was thinking about though?
What's that?
What you just mentioned in that? In my head, because I was so emotional, I'm like, when they do the spinoff, I wonder if, because at this point we can all agree that Idris is gonna go on and do other things, right?
Yeah.
the rumors.
So it's like, do you think they have extra footage that they just gonna store away and like show him in certain scenes of him being on the street in the spinoff?
Anything's possible.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
That might be all that will get me to watch it. So let's hope they do.
My last point is, and Mary, we share this. This season kind of, I was like, they need to put a pretty bow on this or something, because y'all lost me. Like I was really disappointed with the writing in this season, but I think
I wasn't either.
disappointed with the writing.
I'll
At
step
all?
back. I was, but I will say, like we all agreed, this was the best ending they could come up with.
Yeah,
that's my personal perspective.
Yeah.
I actually was not at all disappointed with the writing. I also really enjoyed seeing and experiencing Uncle Jerome as a director with a few of those episodes. Yeah, no, I didn't. But I mean, the story was told, so that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was more my disappointment. But it wasn't that it wasn't well done. It was just that the story was ending. It needed to come to an end.
Yo, and shout out, because now you can see the time, like the timeline is clear now, to where you've seen him go from having everything under control to losing his mind every episode. And then, and I can't take all the credit for this, shout out to my boy J.O. He was like, the moment he put that shot glass up to his lip and a sip of that liquor, that was the beginning to the end.
Yeah, that was a poignant moment for sure. And he went from being someone who never drank to then he was drinking, you know, his
Uncle Franco.
Ever since his money got stolen, he was shook up. He
Yeah.
was never the same after that. To where you settled for 37.
Yeah.
Knowing not like you're not even thinking. You used to be the Franklin Saint that used to think ahead of time. If I take this money, I know he's still gonna try to come and get me.
Yeah. No, he was desperate. To the
Yeah.
point where he actually believed that was going to be it. You know what I mean? Come on. Then he went after, he was going from 5 to 3. It was like, then he was settling for the house even. So, yeah.
But that the most powerful scene was obviously Leon, calling his name. But before that, I literally seen a mother lose her child right in front of her face, and he's not even dead.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Powerful, amazing ending to an amazing show. And just shout out to the legacy of John Singleton as well, man. So
he's smiling. He's smiling. He got a W.
For sure. And go out on top, man. Before we go, we got to catch up on Power. Are you guys all caught up on Power? Except Marquis, because I know Marquis is.
Man, we going from my anxiety is through. Okay, it's so many lies and secrets going on in this goddamn show. Like I don't trust nobody.
You should,
like you said. I probably
Sax
trust
is the
Sax.
best character on the show. It's crazy that you have taken the character that I hope so much in the last season of the original Power was going to get brutally murdered, and that the line delivery to Lauren, Tariq loves you. He was Bradley. You said it before. He was disgusted at the actions of the people around him.
He was so disgusted.
And when Sax is disgusted at your actions of all characters, that's crazy, man.
Watch this. I'm telling you right now. When they kill Sax, I said when.
He's dying this season. He is dying this season.
When they kill him, it's gonna go from before it was like they finally got his ass. To me, I'm gonna be like, damn, they got him.
But who do you think is gonna kill him?
Tyreek.
I think he's gonna get caught in the crossfire. I literally think they're gonna get Redman out of jail. That's gonna be the thing. And somebody who has some grudge against either Method Man or Redman is gonna try to go after him, and Sax is gonna get caught in the crossfire.
Whoever in a million years thought we would say this sentence about a show?
Yeah, exactly. That's crazy.
Someone who has a grudge against Red and Meth.
Because you remember, so the thing behind the Redman's in prison for really something Method Man did.
Yep.
They were in these streets.
Yeah.
And I think that because whatever they did, there's going to be somebody who holds a grudge because they think Redman did it. And now that he's getting out, they're going to target him. That's their opportunity to get back.
But they switch characters, though.
What do you mean?
Redman is not in it anymore.
Who's playing Redman's character now?
Some other dude. Didn't they swap characters?
I think there was something about him. Power is stars. He's instruments. I think there was something about Redman not getting vaccinated for the set.
Yeah. So
maybe that's why they haven't shown him yet. So I mean, I'm trying to see if they've.
We'll see. At this point, I think the vaccination mandates are kind of gone.
But what I'm saying, they showed Redman's character though. It's the brother, right?
Did they show him?
Yeah, he was in the last episode when he told.
You're right. I'm looking at it now. I guess I just registered that as somebody different. They recasted Redman.
Yeah, it was something going on, but I didn't read the details.
Okay. Well, the character. Yeah. Well, anyway, I don't even remember where we left. Who was talking about Power before we got on that side tangent? I don't even remember.
No, we just were briefly going over it because not everyone is caught up. But yeah, that was it.
Are you caught up, Mary?
I think I might be one episode behind right now.
You got to catch up because we got to talk about that ending. We got to talk about the ending. Yeah. We'll leave it on that. We'll catch back up on it. But hey, Baylor, we usually end on your segment. What you got for us today before we head out, brother?
Nothing. I love y'all. Okay, I love y'all like I'm supposed to. God put me here to love y'all three. I love it. Look at y'all. Y'all are so beautiful people. I'm glad I have met y'all people. Y'all are beautiful and y'all are my friends.
I mean, we love you too. And you know what? You know what's crazy? Real talk is that the fact. Well, of course, Mary and Marquis have met in person. Baylor, now you and Mary have met in person. Like
Several times.
the genuine love I have for you guys is wild to me. I love you, motherfuckers. Like real talk, I really do love y'all.
Yeah, we gotta
So,
kick it, man.
All right,
Yeah.
this is some Souflon shit right now, and I guess I'm
Listen,
gonna have to.
I'm
be
not
the
gonna lie
G.
to you. The end in the power got me. I want to tell y'all. Listen, so yeah, I don't want to leave this planet without y'all knowing. I love the shit out of y'all. All three of you
Man.
motherfuckers. I love y'all.
And the ending had me so emotional. I was about to drive past the house, see if I could buy it. Hey, go fire Frank. I got it back, man.
I can't.
That's crazy, man. That's
Pay them
crazy. But
taxes.
let's go ahead and get the send-offs here. Mary, you first. Tell them where they can follow you at.
At Miss Mary Almonte on all social platforms. I think my Facebook peoples are in here with us tonight.
I
If I
don't know how
did
that
that
happened.
right.
Shout
I
out to, oh,
tried
you
to
added to
add it.
Facebook?
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Yes. But yeah, I love y'all too, man.
There you go, Baylor.
All right. It's 420, man. You gotta give me a pass.
I feel you. It's your holiday. Marquis.
You know what? Follow me. Anarchy. ANARQUIS. Why not? Let's just see what I'm gonna post.
Plug
I
your
might post
son's
something. I
album
might
too,
not.
by the way.
Huh?
Plug your son's music.
Oh yeah, JRT.
Yeah, please do that.
Check that out. It's some real shit, yo. I ain't gonna lie, because I don't like. I need to start doing. I actually have to do a better job of promotion, even self promotion of my son's promotion. His music is fucking great. Like, I'm impressed for this generation, and for someone to be that lyrically inclined. The content is there as well. Like, I'm impressed. So JRT, absolutely check him out. I'm proud. Like a motherfucker. I'm proud. So. Follow him. Don't follow me.
There you guys go. You can follow me at CEO Haize, at CEO Haize. You can follow us collectively at The Breaks Radio. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments,
Hip-hop.
concerns. Huh?
He asked what style of music.
Oh, thebreaksradio@gmail.com. And the last thing you want to leave a text message and or voicemail, 614-547-2039. We are the number one spot for everything in the culture. We out this bitch. Peace, y'all.